This is Ben, Liam and Belle on Nova.
G'day there, podcaster.
Yeah, welcome to episode 614, Monique Binn. Don't worry if you don't know who Monique Binn is, because that was a conversation we're having, and sometimes you call podcasts like the name of the person we have on. It'll all make sense very shortly, but we speak to this girl called Monique Binn.
There's more in the show than that.
Oh, yeah, it's not like an hour of this is Monique Binn character,
Yeah.
no. There's tons more. I mean, we tried and break a world record, and we talk about things that have interrupted the session. Everything's looking up. I mean, it's good weather. Harry Styles is in town this weekend.
Just stop your crying, it's a sign of the time.
He's playing this Friday and Saturday, so that means it's prep week for every Harry Styles fan at the moment. We're planning, what are you going to wear? Are you going to camp out, even though you're not technically allowed to? Where are you going to stay? Where are you going to Are you going to sit? Are you going to stand? Are you going to be at the front, back?
Harry Styles' fever has certainly reached boiling point, and I was blown away when I saw this story kicking around about Monique Binn and the lengths she's gone to prepare for Harry Styles.
Monique joins us now. Monique, tell everyone what you've done.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I basically handmade a fully crocheted two-piece outfit for one of my Harry shows.
Yep. And do you normally crochet?
No.
So you had to teach yourself how to crochet just so you could crochet one of your outfits for Harry Styles shows?
Yeah, pretty much.
And how long did that take?
Honestly, probably around 100 hours altogether.
So, Monique, are you just going to the Melbourne shows or are you going elsewhere?
So I'm going to both Melbourne shows and then both Sydney shows.
How did you get those tickets?
Well, I had the previous ticket holder pre-sale code from when I bought my tickets back in 2020.
Right, yep.
So obviously that gave me opportunities to buy the tickets before the rest of the general public.
You bought your tickets for these shows back in 2020, Monique.
Yes.
How old were you then?
I was 17 back then.
Wow. I mean, dude, that's like all your money you're making,
Did
right?
you lose any Harry fever in those 3 years, or did it only build?
It's only grown, honestly.
I got to ask Monique, what's the end game here? Like, you spent 100 hours learning to crochet and make this outfit. Do you think he's going to be halfway through Watermelon Sugar and he's going to go, Watermelon Sugar? Hang on. Everyone, bet. Stop. You there. Is that a handmade crochet Guernsey that you've done, especially for this show? Coming up here. Marry me.
No. Well, the thing is, there's a lot of girls doing this. Monique, you're not alone, because I've seen the hashtag Ozlot, which is Oz Love on Tour, and everybody's posting their handmade, your signs, your outfits, all your planning that you're doing. So I know you're not alone, Monique, because there are some wild outfits.
Monique, is there some sort of sign that you've got planned? I mean, obviously you're probably going to be, camping out, getting to the shows nice and early. Do you have some sort of way you're going to get Harry's attention?
I actually haven't thought about it. I thought I was going to bring a sign to maybe get him to change his set list, but nothing about my outfit specifically.
So is there a certain song you want to hear?
I want to hear Fine Line.
Oh,
Fine
okay.
Line.
And so that's not in at the moment?
No.
Okay. Well, Monique, you must be absolutely losing your mind. How many sleeps is it now? 2 sleeps until you see him?
No, it's no sleeps now, because Monique is just not even going to bed.
Oh, well, actually, yeah, Monique, what's your plan? Are you going to be one of those people lining up from 9 a.m?
I haven't really thought about it just because I'm going with a couple of friends and we're going to decide today what the plan is.
All right.
I haven't heard, sorry, just on back to Fine Line, I haven't heard it. It's a 6-minute burner. I've got a bit of it here. This is the start of the song. Real slow start.
Bit of a slow
You'd
one.
know
Real
it.
slow start. Would I know it?
Yeah.
It's earlier stuff, right?
When's it from, Monique? Is it an early song?
Yeah, it's from his second album.
Yeah, right. Real slow start.
I don't think we should have played it from the start.
Well,
We should have played it from the middle.
I don't know. I
doing
thought
the
maybe...
I can see why he's cut it out of the set at this point, because it's if there's all that energy and then it's got this 8-minute interlude, the energy might drop a little bit.
You shouldn't have to pay for rewards.
You're preaching to the choir, mate. The Kogan Money Credit Card, a great value card packed with rewards and no annual fee.
Credit provider National Australia Bank Limited. T&Cs, credit criteria, other fees and charges apply.
We've been talking about Harry fever this morning. We were just chatting with Monique Binn, who
Why do you keep saying her full name? Her name's Monique.
Yeah, okay.
Ben keeps going, Monique Binn's on. Like, is someone like
Like a celeb.
You guys know Monique Binn? No, like she's
right.
she's a 19-year-old girl, massive fan of Harry. She's going to 4 of his shows. She spent 100 hours crocheting this amazing outfit.
A full-blown case of Harryitis. And we,
Harry fever.
Harry fever, Harryitis, it all works. But she had certainly been bitten by the bug. But we don't often talk about this. But Belle, you were also quite an obsessive teen.
Yeah.
Because sometimes teenagers, they cling on to things.
It's that real. I think it doesn't matter sort of what gender you are, but I suppose like it's the view is like, oh, the teenage girls go crazy. Even back in the Beatles days,
it started from Elvis, Beatles.
Well,
it's not new.
that sort of that crazy hype, that fever.
Yeah. To be fair, Monique Binn was 20, so she was kind of taking it a little bit later on in life.
Mine finished before that.
Okay,
yeah.
so Belle, why don't you tell everybody what your obsession was?
Go on, Belle.
What was your teen obsession?
So I was like, what are we talking? 2006. I was 12, and Hamish and Andy started on the radio, and I don't know. I just for the next 8 years, that was my teen obsession. They were my Justin Bieber. They were my Harry Styles. It was like I would get home and listen to the radio for 2 hours every day. And you know what? Looking back, bit weird, but that was who I clung to as a 14-year-old girl.
It was 8 years until Hamish Blake got that restraining order, and then
shut up!
And that they had that court order against you, or you couldn't go near them anymore.
But this is the thing.
When you say you're obsessed, though, so I used to love their show as well. I listened to it all the time, but were you doing more than just listening to their radio show?
Well, yeah, it was like there was like a whole kind of like Harry Styles has his whole like fan group. There was a whole fan group for Hamish and Andy, and it just basically just Melbourne girls, just 15-year-old girls in Melbourne.
Didn't you run the fan club?
I may have ran one of them.
What was your username?
I'm telling you. Anyway,
what was your username, Belle?
Oh, well, it's a deep cut. You wouldn't if you didn't
I think
know the show.
they have Cackling Jack now. They used to have Giggling Ben.
So I was Giggling Belle. And anyway, and they had events. They did CD signings.
Yeah.
They did things in the shopping centre. I used to skip school, go there 6 hours prior with some friends, sit in the front, make sure we were first in line. When they wrapped up their show, they did a tour around the country. We lined up from 4 a.m. the morning of, similar to the girls lining up for Harry Styles. It is a thing. Teenage girls cling to something sometimes, and you get so obsessed with it, you fall down this hole of like, they are everything. And like, Justin Bieber had his time, and that was my time.
The next minute, you're making personalised tables with their faces on it.
You get a personalised table?
No, we did woodwork at school, and they said, make something for woodwork that you're passionate about. So I did that.
Have you got any other weird stuff?
Well, see, the girls that loved like Justin Bieber and stuff, they were so lucky because you'd get posters.
Yeah.
So you'd get posters out of magazines. You'd get, whatever.
What did you get?
So the version of posters that I had to deal with was like articles and shit. So my whole bedroom was covered
It's
in
like
weird...
a serial killer.
Honestly, if you put some red string between it would have been like a serial killer room. And so like...
From the clippings from the Herald Sun.
My poor family...
Hamish and Andy around Belle's room.
Poor family would have walked in being like, what is going on in here? And I'm like, it's just my posters. But it's not. It's like an article about a piece of content that they did. Very odd.
13, 24, 10... Are you or were you like Belle? Were you like Monique Binn? How far did you...
Stop.
She's not a full namer. You think it's not like John Cena. Like it's a 19-year-old girl from Melbourne called Monique.
How far did you take the teen obsession?
Deba joins us now. Deba, who were you obsessed with when you were younger?
Hi, guys. So I had a couple of obsessions, but my main obsession was Justin Bieber.
Mm-hmm.
It got to the point where I was calling myself Bieber because it rhymed.
That's great.
And in year 7, so this is when it was like the peak of it, I had my pencil case, my stationery.
Mm-hmm.
My entire room used to be pink, but then it was
Yes.
covered by like Justin Bieber posters, even on the ceiling. So people would
Love
come
it.
into my room and they'd just be looking around, giving faces of Justin Bieber.
Deba, I get it. Did you ever see him live?
Yes, I did. So the way this all kind of happened was I was part of this little group on Facebook called Melbourne Bieber Team.
Uh-huh.
We used to go to like JB Hi-Fi, buy his CDs and like sing his
Yes.
songs, really annoy the shit out of people.
Yeah.
And then I met this girl through that team and she was like, hey, I won a competition to meet Justin Bieber and you want to come with me? And so I met him.
No, how was it?
It was amazing. So it was probably like I was 16 years old. It was 2013. It was the Believe tour, so he was like that really
Yeah.
cool bad boy vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were like, oh, no hugging, no talking to him, like stand in line, don't say anything. I walked in right there and I was like, oh my God, I love you. Oh my God, you're my everything. You mean the world. And like, it was the best thing ever. I bawled my eyes out the moment I met him and I like called my mum like, Mum, I met Justin
And
Bieber.
was he cool about it? Like, was he nice? What was he like?
Oh, yeah. He was just like, looking at everyone walk in. He was just like nodding at everyone because he meets so many people.
Yeah.
So, I was like, oh my God, he looked at me.
So,
He
Diva,
smiled at me.
You're mid-20s now. Do you look back now and you've still got that same kind of fondness, or is it just like, oh, okay, move on, let it go?
I bought tickets to his most recent tour that just got cancelled, and I was devastated. So yes, I still love his music. I still love him, but I'm not overly obsessed.
Did you,
with him.
when you met him in 2013, Deba, was that pre or post weeing in the bucket?
Sorry, what was that?
Was that pre or post him weeing in that bucket?
I think it was post.
Post.
It was definitely
See,
post.
that obviously didn't waver your views on him. I mean, that tour being cancelled must have been the worst day you had since he married Hayley, and you were sending those letters saying, I'll still be your Diva Bieber if you need me. I'm always here. Naomi in Sunbury, who are you obsessed with?
Hamish Blake, Belle, I'm with you.
Well,
So
Naomi,
if-
a fellow fangirl, but also a fellow rival.
If you just joined us, you would have missed us talking about how Belle was obsessed as a teen with Hamish and Andy. Naomi, were you in all the fan pages and stuff, all the groups?
No, I wasn't. But what I can say is that my daughter, who's now 15, her whole life, I have said to her every time we've seen Hamish on TV or on the radio, that's your real dad.
Jesus.
Okay, that's pretty hectic.
Okay, mine was from like a Korea kind of aspect. That's fine. So Naomi, I mean, it says here, are you 40? You're in your 40s now?
I just turned 40.
So you would have been like 20 when they kicked off?
Correct.
Yeah, right.
And were
okay.
you going to the events they were putting on? Were you just listening to the radio
I've been
show?
to a couple. Yeah, I've been to a couple. But oh my God, he is like number one in my top 5, hands down.
Wow. And what about Andy? Thoughts on Andy?
Okay, not as good as Hamish.
Oh, jeez, that's a bit brutal. And out of interest, in your top 5, can you give us a couple of other names? Like,
Yeah.
if I'm interested. Like, who are the other 4? If Hamish Blake is your number 1,
Yeah.
Paul Walker, unfortunately, no longer with us.
R.I.P.
Your real dad died in a car accident today.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good top 2. I mean, you got Hamish Blake, you got Paul Walker.
Yeah, imagine if Hamish Blake could drive as fast as Paul Walker. And then,
Ooh.
Also worried about your daughter, Naomi, just being like, hang on,
yeah,
who
a
is
bit
my dad?
identity. Yeah, my dad was on Lego Masters last night. He wasn't.
Thank you, Naomi. Amanda joins us now. Good morning, Amanda. Who was your teen obsession?
It was Tony Modra, the Adelaide Crows football player.
Modra.
Very specific.
Godra. Did you? So, are you originally from Adelaide, like
No,
ourselves?
I'm not. I just started following football and found him.
That's
and I was
wild.
about 13.
So-
And I hadn't really followed football before that. So
Are you a Crows supporter because of Godra, or do you support somebody
Well,
else?
I am now, but then he moved to Fremantle, so I followed him to there as well.
Have you met him before, Amanda?
Yeah, well, I used to go to all the Melbourne games, and I'd meet him after the game with my number 6 on the back of my top, and I had a life-size cutout in my bedroom.
Oh,
I did
what?
work experience at the LA Crows Football Club, and I got his phone number, and I just thought we were destined to be together.
That's wild.
Amanda.
So
Yeah, that's.
Where'd you get the cardboard, like the life-size cutout from?
Oh, you can buy them at like the AFL store.
That's
so he was
weird.
in my bedroom,
I mean-
and
That's cool.
and ironically, one of my friends was in Adelaide at Christmas and saw him and FaceTimed me, and I missed him.
I mean, I get it because he's extremely hunky. Did you know? So I used to work on a dairy farm. Did you know that he now just drives a cattle truck? So he just works on farms and he drives to and from farms delivering stock.
Look, there's not much I don't know about Tony Modra, let's be honest, still, and I'm 41.
She's on the back of the truck as we speak.
Wow.
You've got one of those Apple AirTags on his truck. You're like, Tony's doing his morning milk run again.
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
The 610 quiz, very simple. We got 5 questions. You get them all right, you get to choose the next song we play, and we've got 2 belters lined up this morning.
Yeah, Natasha in Geelong joins us this morning. Hey, Ben actually went for a road trip to Geelong over the weekend, but he didn't stop. He just drove straight through. What should he do the next time he's there?
He should pop in and say hi.
Yeah, well, see, the thing with Geelong is I genuinely like Geelong. For me, it's retained a lot of its old world charm. It seems like, obviously, it's quite large, but it's still got a lot of its old buildings, and so it had a lot of character.
Oh, yeah, the Triton Station, beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd think if it's so beautiful, you'd pull over and maybe spend 10 minutes there, but I don't know. Ben just likes to drive, I think. Okay, well, let's kick into this quiz, Tash. Fish have fallen from the sky in the Northern Territory. It's a real thing in a freak weather event. What type of fish is Flake?
Shark.
Yes.
Did you know that pregnant women can't eat flake specifically because it's a deep sea fish, so it's high in mercury?
That's nice,
I did
Ben.
know that.
You did know that.
It's
There
bad
you
for the
go.
baby. Also, Flake can't eat pregnant women because that's also bad for the baby. John Mayer had a home invader break into his house in LA. Can you name one person he's dated?
Or Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
As a
gunning?
big engine car drove past you.
Yeah,
Tash.
yeah.
Or
Well,
Tash is just putting the
Put the foot down.
pedal
It
to
was-
the pedal.
It was a motorbike, I swear.
Pedal
Okay,
to the
there it
metal,
is.
Belle.
Thanks, sorry.
former child actor Frankie Muniz raced in a NASCAR event in America, and he came 10th. That's pretty good. What TV show is he famous for?
Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah, you're good. 2 questions to go, Natasha. Running red hot this morning. Vladimir Putin overnight said he wants to escalate things in the Ukraine, which is a bit of a worry. What country is he president of?
Russia.
It's an easy one. Last question. We're going to be joined by BABBA, the ABBA cover band, later on this morning because they're also performing at the Ashburton Community Festival this weekend, as we are in Ashburton's Got Talent. Can you finish these ABBA lyrics?
Having the time of your life.
See that? Oh, okay, we're stopping.
Oh, I love it. Well done, Tash. We'll send you along to Missing, a thrill roller coaster mystery in cinemas February 23. Looks like a great film. Also, you get to pick the next song we play.
We've been peddling this one for a fair few days now, Tash. Would you like to hear Blue Juice?
Walking around on broken leg. Well, I can't get you out
Love a bit of Blue Juice. First live act I ever saw. Or Tash, do you feel like growing your fringe out a little bit this morning and putting on your tightest pair of black jeans?
when you're gone with what you want to know. We'll carry on.
With a bit of my cam.
Definitely not going for my emo phase when I was like a teenager, so we're going with Blue Juice.
Okay.
Juice.
All right.
God.
My chem brings back some bad memories from year 7 by the sounds of things. Okay. Blue Juice it is. Broken Leg is the name of the tune.
Walking around on broken leg. Walking around on broken leg. Walking around on broken leg. You don't want to know me.
I love a good nickname. I think all Australians do, Ben and Belle. And people have been sharing their favourite nicknames online. Got a few of them here. Someone said, my mate used to work with a fella called Keith. He had a missing eye, so they all called him Keth.
Very good. Very
Yeah,
good.
it's like the good nicknames are always a little bit creative,
Yeah.
you know? Like this one. I used to be a cop. One of the other cops was really small. They called him Laptop as he was a small PC. So that's fun. You know what I mean? This is my personal favourite. A friend of mine worked for a big bank. There was a guy there named Wayne Bruce. They all called him Man Bat. Belle doesn't get that one. Batman. Bruce Wayne.
Oh, very good.
I would die this morning if there was people listening who had clever nicknames like that.
Like anything on that level. Like my friends have got nicknames, but they're not
clever.
Yeah,
No.
I got a mate called Choda for obvious reasons.
Yep.
Ben, you've got a mate called Beefy. Why is he called Beefy?
Well, again, for obvious reasons, because in high school he was just a little bit chubby.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So he was
that makes
yeah,
sense.
Beefy.
Yeah, right.
Beefy boy.
Luke, my partner, one of his best mates is called Turbo.
Why?
Because he talks really fast.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty good.
That's cute.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Ash in the newsroom. I believe you are the one with the nickname.
When I played footy, I had a bit of a mishap on the field and had a huge laceration in my ankle from an opponent's boot stud. And so the nickname Gash stuck.
Yeah. I'm sure they're all calling you Gash because of the boot stud.
As opposed to...
That's a real footy nickname, isn't it?
I know.
Kick it to me, Gash!
Yeah, and I tried to change footy clubs and some of my teammates came along and so it went with me there as well.
I followed you.
Yeah, that's the worst.
All right, 13 24 10 is our number. How did they get their nickname? Maybe it was yours. Maybe you gave it to someone. The more creative, the better.
Dylan from Cranbourne. Is this a friend of yours' nickname?
No, it's actually my nickname.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
so can you tell us the nickname first? Is that a good way to do this?
Sounds good.
What is it?
So my nickname is Stoner.
Stoner. And how did you get the nickname Stoner?
Rocked up to high school one day, and I was tired as shit because it was a 2-hour drive.
Yeah.
And they called me Stoner for my whole high school life. Mind you, I've never done a drug in my life.
Yeah, right. But because even hearing you now, I'm like, and your nickname's Stoner, I'm like, must just be a big druggie, sitting in a beanbag all
If I hear
day.
Stoner, I'm the first one to turn around and look in the room, and the teachers did not like it.
I like that you are clean, though, Dylan. I appreciate that.
That's a long drive to school as well, 2 hours.
Luke in Kilmore. Is this your nickname?
My nickname is Big Sexy.
Big Sexy. And why is it Big Sexy?
Because I am small and I'm not sexy.
The classic.
Yeah,
It's better than Little Ugly, I suppose.
Aw, I'm sure you're great, Luke.
Ben in Hampton Park. Is this your nickname?
No, it's not mine. It's an old mate I worked with.
Okay, what is it?
Pink Eye.
And how'd they get the nickname Pink Eye?
Well, he rocked up to work one morning with a red eye, and I'm like, Pink Eye, and I can't even remember his real name, and I don't think any of the other boys can either. For years and years, it was just Pink Eye.
What we've discovered here with guys and nicknames is one guy just yells out a name and then it just stays forever.
Like this text from Alex in Footscray. My mate at work is tiny and called Tony, so his nickname is Shetland Tony. He absolutely hates it. Of course he would.
Cute. Steph in Geelong, is it your nickname or someone you know?
It's my friend's nickname.
Okay, and what is it?
So her actual name is Alita, and we call her Milky, as in a litre of milk.
Oh, that's cute.
Hey, Milky, come over here. The big four. You've got the tennis, you've got the Grand Prix, the Melbourne International Comedy Festival, and the Ashburton Community Festival. Happening this Sunday, of course. Ashburton's Got Talent. That's a competition they're running. Ben saw a flyer for it. We decided to enter because the prize money is $1,000. Belle is going to be playing the drums. We're all going to do our own thing. And then we sort of decided yesterday, hang on, why don't we just all get together and make a band, especially with the help of young Noah, who called through at this time from Craigieburn. He's 12 years old, and he's a very talented trombone player. Is that right, Noah?
Yeah, I am.
How long have you been playing the trombone for?
I think I played for 2 years.
That's pretty good.
I mean, that's
pretty good.
That's longer than I've been the front man of a band, but I'm still giving it a crack anyway.
Now, Noah, this was all very spontaneous yesterday because, like Liam said, originally we were going to do our own performances. Then we decided to form a band. We threw you into the band. Are you still keen to be in it? You are?
Wait, what'd you say?
Are you still keen to be in the band?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, great.
Oh, well, that's good. And did any of the kids at school hear about it? Do they know that you're going to be performing this weekend at Ashburton's Got Talent?
Yeah, a teacher heard it on the radio. She was listening and she heard me.
Well, are you going to tell her that you can't do your homework this week because you're going to be at band rehearsals?
I told some of my friends I'm not coming Friday.
Wow. It's on Sunday.
Hang on, is there something on Friday? Is there something we don't know about?
Yeah, so the performance is on Sunday.
Yeah.
So you can probably go to school Friday if you want.
Noah's a diva. He needs to get ready. He needs to get his lips ready for the big trombone solo.
Well, look, so just quickly because this kind of evolved across the day yesterday. So, Belle, you're going to be on drums.
Yes.
Noah, you're going to be on the trombone. Liam, you're going to be doing vocals.
Yeah, and we're doing I Was Made for Loving You, which is a Kiss song. Who got you on to Kiss, by the way, Noah? That's the song that you suggested. Why do you like them?
I got it on
from my sister and dad.
Yeah.
Sienna's a massive fan of Kiss.
Yeah.
She went to their concert 3 times.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
And
All right.
So is Gemma your sister?
Huh?
Yep.
Sorry, just your sister Gemma, just out of interest, does she play any instruments at all?
Sienna used to play.
Oh,
Sienna
Sienna.
plays a guitar.
Bloody hell.
Electric guitar. She knows how to play Kickstart My Heart.
Oh.
Kickstart My Heart? That's
and I
pretty
think
good.
She knows how to play other songs as well.
Well, I mean, if she knows a bit of Motley Crue, I mean, once again, it's a little out
Hang
there.
on.
But
How old is Sienna?
Sienna is turning 18 this year.
Well, I mean, she might be having a big Saturday. I don't know if she's that sort of age, but
Do we want to get away though from having 4 members?
Yeah, like now we're just like it's just a lot going on.
Noah, Sienna's on the standby list. If we have an injury or something, like someone breaks a string, she's in the band.
Yeah, put her on the phone. Yeah, chuck her on.
Sienna's on the phone.
I think now we have to put her in.
Go. You're in the band. Oh.
Well, technically the standby list, Noah, but no. Sienna, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Sup? We heard you shred. Is that true?
Yeah.
Do you play Kickstart My Heart?
Yeah.
Nice.
Reckon you could learn Ace Frehley's bit from I Was Made for Loving You in 3 days?
Oh, I'd have to give me a bit of time. I'm not too sure.
Yeah. Hey, Sienna.
I'm playing the trombone.
Sienna, can you just hang there for 1 sec? Don't go anywhere, okay? Just hang there. I'll put you on hold.
Band meeting.
Don't go anywhere. We're having a band meeting.
Well, it's not the whole band, so it can't be a full band meeting.
Well, it's just the
No,
grown-ups.
founding member.
Founding
meeting.
members band meeting.
Yeah.
Do we want Sienna, or is that too many people?
I mean, arguably got more musical talent than most of the people in the band. Right?
I feel bad because Noah's already told her she's in.
Yeah, and to be honest, the more people we have, the more I'll be drowned out with my terrible drumming, so I'm happy with
Yeah.
that. But Ben, we haven't discussed exactly what you're doing.
Well,
so...
I was probably going to just do the bass.
Yeah, cool. All right, well then, I guess we can have
Bloody
it.
hell. All right.
So there'll be 5 members in the band.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's already been told she's in the band, but Sienna, Noah, you guys there?
Yeah.
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 Great news. You're in.
You're in, Jenna. That's wonderful.
Yeah, it is.
Sounds
It is.
psyched.
All
We'll
right,
see you
great.
Sunday.
Good band meeting,
Sweet.
everyone.
It's funny because, like, I feel like Noah's at an age where he thinks, he's thinking this is cool. I'm doing the trombone in the band at Ashburton's Got Talent. If you're 18, you're probably like, I'm so embarrassed. I'm gonna be up there on stage with these freaks and my brother with a trombone. Like, no one knows how to perform.
But
you know what I mean?
you know who she'll be so psyched to see on
Yeah.
Sunday? This band.
ABBA are going to be there?
No, not ABBA, but it'll be BABBA.
That's actual BABBA?
It is the ABBA cover band, BABBA.
They sound good.
So they're going to be performing at Ashburton's Community Festival on the main stage from 5 to 7. They're doing a 2-hour
So
set.
you could say that we're the support act for
Well,
BABBA.
we're supporting
really.
BABBA.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Michael, who is Benny in BABBA, joins us now. Good morning. Thanks for joining us, Michael.
Good morning. How are you going?
We're very well. Are you a friendly band behind the scenes in BABBA? There's not going to be any tension. Obviously, 2 big outfits, sort of, playing at the community festival. We don't want to get in each other's way before. Are we going to share a green room and that sort of stuff?
Well, I'm not too sure if there's going to be room in the tent for any other.
I hear you. All right.
The girls, got to do makeup, got to make sure they look good. We can't have trumpets getting in the mirrors.
True.
Well, I've put out the olive branch early, but I mean, if you want to start a rivalry here, Michael, I mean, that's on you.
Michael, I'm going to be honest, I got really excited when we did hear that you guys were playing this Sunday because how long have you guys been doing this for? I swear, growing up, my mum had a BABBA CD.
Yeah, she would have. It was 29 years. Yeah, so I was a little baby starting. So no, but it's been fun. It's been a great experience.
Have you ever played Ashburton's Community Festival before, or is this the first time?
This is the first time, and it's the first time we've had a rivalry.
No, we're not a
I think it's going that way, Belle.
I'm getting the idea that BABBA want blood. They're like, we've been doing this for 29 years, and then we got these, these dickheads with their trombones. They're like, thinking they can just throw a band together and play on our stage. I don't think so.
Because to me, it kind of felt like we were supporting BABBA.
Oh yeah, I respect BABBA, but now I'm getting the message, Michael, that it's going to be very cold, very cold behind the scenes, and there won't be much interacting going on.
This is your first time playing it, Michael. Where do you guys normally play, and how often?
Oh, we play all sorts of clubs and venues and theatres. We're playing for the Governs on Saturday up in Queensland in a big amphitheatre somewhere. Well, no, for organised by the government, but that should be lovely up in Canberra the next day.
Nice.
We've played for the real Benny from ABBA in Hong Kong a couple of years ago.
What?
Whoa.
Hang on.
Oh,
the real Benny from ABBA. BABBA played for him.
How did it go?
Yeah. Oh, it was awesome. He loved it. He came up on stage after he finished, and he said that was pretty good.
You should retire now.
I'm assuming you've got it down pat after almost 3 decades of doing this thing.
Yeah.
Well, Michael, I want to say it's a pleasure for having you on. I feel like it's been a chore for you having to talk to us. But look, we'll try not to show you guys up too much when we get out there and rock. The way I see it, it's just an audience we're sharing, and we'll whip them into a frenzy, and you finish them off.
If you want to see two bands physically fight each other...
No, we're not fighting BABBA.
Get the pins out. It's 30 degrees today. How good's that?
Oh, yeah, you got your pins
We all
out.
got
You
our pins
shorts
out.
on.
I am so angry while we're talking about pins because today I'd psyched myself up. I said, you know what, I'm going to go to the driving range straight after work, and I forgot to bring my shorts. So now I'm going to be that.
tough life,
now I'm going to be
isn't
that
it?
weird guy at the driving range wearing jeans.
Well, I mean, Tiger Woods wears long pants.
You know, in the PGA Tour, they legally have to wear pants. They can't wear shorts.
So what's the big problem?
Yeah, there you go. You're
But
just
they don't
being
wear
PGA.
they don't wear jeans.
Well, oh, God. Just go home, get your friggin' pants and drive back.
because the driving range is near work.
Oh, wow.
So I don't want to drive all the way home and then come all the way back.
Well, think about that when you're hard at work today. It's going to be pretty tough for Ben knocking off before midday. Having to play some golf.
I don't
shorts.
always knock off before midday. In fact, yesterday, Liam, you were the first one to
Yeah,
leave.
true.
Only because I was on that grind
And then-
going to the gym.
It's funny, when you left, the boss came in about 2 minutes after you left and went, "Where's Liam?" And we went, "Oh, he's gone home early."
Yeah, and then I think the word lazy was thrown around.
Yeah, the lazy
Stop
was
it.
thrown around.
Ben and Belle, I've been having troubles finding the right barber for me in Melbourne. I'm sure there's tons of great ones out there. And the thing is, I care 60% about the haircut, 40% just about having someone to talk to. It's probably actually the other way around. Like, the haircut's kind of important, but you really just want someone there who's got good chat for 40 to an hour.
Hang on, what are you getting done to your hair for an hour? You're a dude, isn't it? Like, zit, zit, zit,
Oh,
done.
yeah, no, they get all sorts of different blades out and they clean the neck up.
What are you
and
talking that is very you that you definitely want to have someone to talk to. I can think of nothing worse.
It's tough when you're getting your hair cut because you are very vulnerable.
Yeah.
You're sitting there, you're at their care. So,
Edward Scissorhands, they reach around to your neck, you're done.
Yep. So you are very vulnerable and you have nowhere
Are
to
you
go.
thinking of Sweeney Todd, Belle?
Oh, yeah, whoops.
I was
true.
like, I can see where the confusion came from.
Stick you in a
but
pie, yeah. Sweeney Todd's
You're right,
right.
though. Like, I am somebody who, even though I work on the radio, I don't like to talk to other people. Like, I don't like having meaningless conversations.
Ben, I love meaningless conversations.
Yeah, I know
It's
you
what I
do.
live for.
That's why I feel like for you, this is such an important experience.
Well, look, about a month ago, went to this barber near work, and the guy just didn't talk to me. I tried in so many different ways to talk to him, and he didn't want to bar of it. And I was thinking, look, maybe he had a bad day, whatever. So I went back because it's just close to work, easy. And Ben, you were like, why?
Why
were
would
saying
you
to me,
go
like,
back to the same
why?
barber
Why?
if you already had a
Well,
bad experience?
The thing is, there's like 7 barbers in there, right? And it's like, it's walk-ins only. And when I got there was a line of at least 5 people just waiting. So the line was slowly going through, all different haircuts happening, like completely random, different haircuts happening at the same time. And then, oh, Christ, I got the middle guy again.
Of course you did.
I got the same guy. I got the same guy that I had last time.
But the question is now, Belle, did he get him on a good day?
Well, here's the deal. You know, like, we're obviously acquaintances now. He's probably remembered, you know, I'm the
He
guy
doesn't
who was
remember
trying
you.
to...
He sees so
well,
many
I don't
people.
know. Yeah, I suppose so. But so I've walked down to the seat and I was like, man, I had you last time. Cool.
Oh, man.
And then I was like, so how's it been going? Good.
The voice in your brain would be screaming, talk to me!
And then like half an hour went by and I tried literally because I was like stretching for things to talk
Just
about. So
don't
I tried
talk.
I tried the same things last time. I was like, is that one of those Dyson?
No, you didn't.
Is that one of those Dyson hair dryers? And he's like, yeah. I was like, give me more information. Like, let's talk about the Dyson.
Just don't talk.
And he's like, he's a bit of a perv. Like, there's like girls that walk past the window, and then he's just like looking. He's just like looking off to the side, like a real butt. I'm like, concentrate on the job at task, okay? You have a knife next to my throat. How about you just look at that, okay?
My guess is you're probably booked in there again next month.
I did say, I'll see you again. Well, I'm thinking third time lucky. I reckon third time he's going to walk in and be like, Leah, what's up, Leah? He'll be dabbing me up and we'll be chopping it up. I'll be looking out the window with him like, yeah, look at all these ladies.
Guys, a scarring incident happened to my friend the other night while she was mid-sesh with a guy. They were in the heat of the moment. She'd met this guy out that night, thought he was lovely, sweet, gentleman. Went back with him after, got a bit hot and heavy. Things
On the
are
first
going
date?
well. Well, it wasn't a date. They just met out.
Wow.
Bit of a one-night
Hey,
stand
as
type
you do.
thing.
If you're single, live your life. Who cares?
Kids these days, hey?
Crazy.
She's 30.
Yeah, you can die from that sort of behaviour, you know?
But it was all going well, and she said, you know, it was beautiful, and they were just having a bit of fun. But then he leant over to the side table and checked his phone.
Oh, my God.
The phone didn't ring. Nothing, it didn't beep. Nothing went off. He just, mid-sesh, went, hang on, leant over, checked his phone, went, oh, no, all good.
That wouldn't even
Put it back down.
That wouldn't even go down well with a long-term partner, let alone a one-night stand. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you should be fully engrossed in what you're
Yeah,
doing.
this is like a, you know, this is this hour and then like never again.
Yeah.
Like, this is it.
And what is so important that you need to check your phone?
Do you know what was so important?
Well, so she grabbed her stuff and said, I'm out of here. Grabbed all her stuff.
He's
and
like,
said,
baby, I was just checking if my multi was coming through. Oh, come on. It's a Saturday night.
Well, apparently he was waiting to see if he'd gotten tickets to this gig. So his mates were getting him some
Wow.
tickets, and then he was like, hang on, I might have to run and go to this gig round the corner.
Yeah,
So
well-
she grabbed us up and said, no, we're done here.
It might actually make the moment even better if he's like, I got the ticket. You know what I mean? Like, oh, everything's going so well for me. I can go to that show I wanted to go to.
13-24-10. What interrupted the session?
Oh, yeah.
Was it a third party?
Mm.
Was it just something they did that was like repulsively rude, like checking your phone?
I'm happy with phone because I'm sure a lot of people have checked phones for like other things other than, you know, getting tickets to gigs, and that is brutal. But 13-24-10. Beck in Broadmeadows. What interrupted the session?
Well, this is my friend's story and it's not my story.
Very clear.
So what's happened is she's gone to this guy's house for a one-night stand, and midway through, let's say, cuddling, his 2-year-old daughter has popped her head through.
Oh, that's a mood killer.
That's a tricky one to explain.
What do you know? Yeah, what happened? Did they, you know, just the quick?
Well, they didn't continue.
I know that, but like, what do you do in that situation? Do you just stop and go, oh yeah, hey, or do you
Wrestling, we're wrestling.
Yeah, what's your excuse there? Oh, Beck, thanks for calling, John.
I like how Beck was so clear that this isn't me, this is my friend, so much so that it made me feel like it could have been Beck.
John joins us now in Fitzroy. What interrupted the session, John?
Hi guys, how you going? Yeah, so we were just in the heat of battle, and I said 2 or 3 times, called her by her mother's name.
And John, why did you and how did you do that?
Called her by her mother's name.
I think it had something to do with all the Carlton drives I was having, and I was talking to her mum for about an hour that night. So
Were you? I mean, was there something else you were picturing in your head, John, in the moment?
Potentially.
Okay. Well,
That's
I'll do it.
wild, John.
John, what happened? Did she, was she
Yeah.
furious?
The first time, I think she was pretty good about it, but then she cracked it and didn't talk.
The first time? Yeah. I'll let it slide.
Yeah, John,
It
mate.
was the third time that I got really mad.
Yeah. The next morning when you were still calling me Suzanne was the weird part. Well, how's this? Ed Sheeran, he's been spotted on a Virgin flight from Ballina to Sydney.
She played the fiddle in an Irish band, but she
Just getting in touch with the common man. I'm not impressed, Ed. Fly Jetstar, then I'll be impressed. All right.
How about going in that Rex flight? No, but do you think he went on business?
Oh, yeah, I'm assuming it's Virgin business, but still, he's definitely private jet level, and he would still get absolutely pestered.
Do you think, though, we were all saying, it's crazy, he's on a Virgin flight. Do you reckon that Virgin would pay him to fly Virgin so that everyone sees him flying Virgin, and then we talk about
I
it,
reckon
and then you want to fly Virgin because Ed does?
Ed's big enough to text Richard Branson and be like, hey, can you get me on VA226 to Sydney? And he'd be like, yeah, dude, whatever.
It's a lose-lose either way, though, because we're like, what? Why isn't he on his private jet from Ballina to Sydney? But imagine if he got a private jet from Ballina to Sydney, then he'd get shit going, well, you've just done that whole Kylie Jenner thing of jumping up in the air for 10 minutes.
Well, it's a quick flight.
Nova 100 with Ben, Liam and Belle, broadcasting live from the work balcony.
World Record Wednesday. Break a record. World Record Wednesday. Break a record.
And that's right, it's World Record Wednesday. It's Belle's turn this week. What world record are you trying to break, Belle?
I'll be breaking the number of wet T-shirts put on in a minute.
For the record, this is one that you decided to do yourself. We didn't try and get you to do a wet T-shirt contest or anything.
I have a bra on and a T-shirt to start with, okay?
And none of the shirts are white.
No, they're all red Nova shirts, so it's all
Okay.
good.
Thank you for stating that for the tape. We just had to clear that with HR. So the world record is actually 14, which seems achievable, by a German man named Andre Ortloff. He did it back in 2020, so fairly recent. Have a listen.
hat 1 Minute Zeit. Das heißt, der Mann ist geübt.
Andre Orthoff there?
Orthoff, yeah.
Orthoff, sorry.
Get his name right. He's a world champion.
Well, not for long. Belle, how do you think you're going to go with 14 wet shirts?
I'm trying to work out, so the strategy, if it's arms, but when I normally put a T-shirt on, I go head first, then arms. I don't think I'll go arms, then head.
Okay.
But we've got them all in the bucket in front of me, and I'm just peeling them out and putting them straight on. So they're all in water.
You do need to put a shirt on every 4.2 seconds in order to beat the record.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, all right. Well, we have the timer here ready. Are you ready? It's World Record Wednesday. The most amount of wet shirts put on in under a minute. Belle, your time starts now.
It's cold.
She's so off the pace. Shirts inside out, do it again.
Get it on, woman! That is 15 seconds and one shirt. You're going to have to start cutting it down now, so you're going to have to get, like, every 2 seconds they're going to...
That's the head hole, not the arm hole. Why are you gagging?
Because it's so wet and cold. Sloppy.
You're halfway, that's 2.
This is worse than the Ferrero Rocher's effort last week.
To be fair, all she needs to do is get a third one on, and it's better than the Ferrero Rocher's effort.
Exactly.
Never seen you with wet hair before, Belle.
Yeah, no, it's not great, is it?
And... time! That is a total of 3 shirts and 3 losers.
Do you look bulky? No.
I just look fat.
That's
and
how you
wet.
always look.
No, I mean, you're wearing 3 wet T-shirts. You wouldn't look skinny in it, would you?
No.
Ah, Belle, the microphone!
That's expensive equipment!
Jeez.
Another week, another fail. But next week, I reckon I'm going to get a world record.
What's trending?
Well, Madeleine McCann's parents have agreed to do a DNA test on the Polish woman Julia, who believes that she's their daughter.
It's going to be satisfying when the results come back and say that she's not.
Imagine if it's the other way around, though. This story, it's encapsulated the whole world. Julia, if you have missed it, she made the Instagram account at I am Madeleine McCann. She's been posting all these photos of her and Maddie and the similarities. This obviously comes after Maddie disappeared in Portugal over 15 years ago. And so now she's been fighting, saying, I'm happy to do a DNA test. Let them do a DNA test on me. And now they have agreed. So this could be the end of it.
I mean, it would just be truly incredible if it happened. I don't think anyone's expecting that to happen, though. I think this is going to be one of those ones that's like, oh, sad, it's not the girl, fizzles out.
Totally. Truly incredible because, in my opinion, she looks nothing like her.
She doesn't look anything like her.
It's not that similar, is it? No.
And Meghan and Harry could be considering legal action against South Park after that episode paying them out.
You've lived a life with the royal family, you've had everything handed to you, but you say your life has been hard, and now you've written all about it in your new book, Wah. So you hate journalists. That's right. And now you wrote a book that reports on the lives of the royal family. Right. So you're a journalist. We just want to be normal people. All this attention is so hard.
They reportedly haven't watched the episode, but they are upset and overwhelmed by it all, and they're very annoyed.
Pretty sure.
Shut up. You've got to at least watch the episode and then be able to laugh at yourself.
Matt Stone and Trey Parker have literally had like death threats from terrorists and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think legal action from Harry and Meghan's going to worry them too much.
I reckon the only thing suing them will do is make them do episode 2 about how the royals are suing them.
Yeah.
That's what they'll do.
Which is like, I mean, that's how they've stayed relevant for so long. Like, I'm watching that.
Yeah.
I'm subscribing to whatever the hell South Park's on now to see that episode.
And finally, Michael Jackson has been replaced by the new king of pop, Harry Styles. Rolling Stone have deemed Harry Styles the new king of pop. So this is just by Rolling Stone, but
off the field, maybe he's a bit of king of pop, but on the field, he's miles off it. Miles off MJ.
I tend to lean towards Liam on this one.
No, it's a new era, and we're moving on, and Harry Styles has what it takes.
Belle, are you telling me that song we just played there is better than this?
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying Michael's music is bad, but I'm saying if you look at them,
Harry can't
people,
even pop and lock. He can't even moonwalk.
Has Harry done anything wrong? Can you say a bad word about Harry Styles?
Oh yeah, play them all over the top of each other. They're still good. Hey, look. Horrible, horrible man. Hell of a musician. If we separate the art from the human, you know?
Well, we don't have to separate anything when it comes to Harry Styles. He's a great human and a great musician.
He's not the king of the best humans. He's the king of best pop. You know what I mean? Like, if he has another 20-odd years at, like, absolute peak, then we'll think about it, you know?
100%.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.